Hey everyone, this is Fabio from Anime Chat Reviews, and today we're going to be looking at Haikyuu Season 2. Let's get into it. Are you ready for more volleyball action? The stakes are rising as Hinata and Kageyama push themselves to the limit to bring Karasuno High School back to its former glory. We return to Karasuno High School shortly after their loss at the inter-high school preliminaries. The team realizes that they have to shape up if they want to make the nationals before their third-year players graduate. To complicate matters further, making the nationals will likely mean facing Shiratorizawa Academy, the undefeated champions of the prefecture. The first few episodes do a great job of establishing the opposition that Team Karasuno are going to be facing this season. What's also nice is that it's clearly placing a larger focus on fleshing out the other members of the team. This was definitely a good choice as it helps you care about the team as a whole rather than just caring about the two protagonists. During a training run, Hinata and Kageyama once again decide to try to one-up each other. They start trying to outpace each other and manage to get lost and end up at Shiratorizawa Academy. There they meet Wakatoshi Ushijima, the star player of Shiratorizawa Academy. He's the wing spiker of the team and recognized as one of the top 3 aces in Japan. Ushijima is so skilled he was chosen to play for the under-19 Japan national team. Naturally, Hinata immediately challenges him, claiming that he will lose to Team Karasuno. Team Karasuno then gets invited to Tokyo to participate in a volleyball training camp. Here they practice against new teams and start to develop new techniques and playstyles as they interact with teams that have their own tricks up their sleeves. While the plot itself is pretty basic in terms of setup, it really does a fantastic job of keeping things interesting. Instead of just focusing on the team's tactics and training, it also takes the time to flesh out the other members of Team Karasuno. On paper, this sounds like it would result in a disjointed narrative, but in truth, it manages to interweave the character development with volleyball matches expertly. As the characters start to grow and develop, they use personal growth they experience to improve their play. The matches themselves are even more exciting than the first season. As opposing teams rely on different strategies, Team Karasuno realizes they can't win by just repeating the usual strategy constantly. As the matches go on, both sides start countering tactics, there's bluffs and feints and mind games. It turns each match into a battle of wits, such as trying to get around a player that dwarfs everyone else, or how to deal with players who have incredibly powerful serves. Instead of relying on the classic trope of trying harder, matches are won and lost based on the team that can think on their feet fast enough and find out how to counter the opponent more efficiently. This season has a recurring theme of not giving up despite being pushed down. Characters have to deal with both personal issues and losses as a team. It explores the frustration of feeling like you're not good enough and how you shouldn't let it stop you from reaching your goals. This theme is not only present in the overarching plot, it's also demonstrated during the matches. Team Karasuno learns how to deal with situations and opposing teams that seem impossible to overcome. Overall, the plot is able to flesh out these themes and characters while still keeping a good pace. Sometimes it feels like it's dragging its feet, but honestly, this feeling came up significantly less than the first season and is way less noticeable. This season took the opportunity to flesh out a lot of the side characters, which was a fantastic choice. Kei Tsukishima is the tallest member of Team Karasuno, standing at 190 centimeters despite only being a first-year student. He's often shown as antagonistic, mocking and snickering at teammates when they make mistakes. He even manages to rile up members from opposing teams, as he often has a smug air about him whenever he outplays them. Despite this antagonistic attitude, he tries to appear as if he doesn't really enjoy or care for volleyball. Daiichi Sawamura is the captain of Team Karasuno and a third-year student. He's often kind and patient when dealing with his teammates and frequently comes up with strategies to improve their abilities. Though he has this rather gentle attitude, Daiichi does get angry on rare occasions and isn't afraid to get extremely strict if it's for the benefit of the team. As a result, he is both respected and feared by Team Karasuno. Asahi Azumane is a third-year student and Team Karasuno's ace, though he has trouble accepting that role. Asahi casts an intimidating appearance with his long hair and scruffy beard, but that's about where his intimidation stops. Despite being a talented spiker, he often feels like he's letting his team down. His teammates attribute this to his glass heart, in that he takes almost anything that's said to him straight to the heart. This can often result in his confidence and performance shattering if he makes a mistake. Season 1 already sets a high bar for the animation, but I'm so happy to say that Season 2 handily surpasses it. All the positive aspects of the animation are still here. Spikes feel impactful, and the animation for receives, serves, and other volleyball moves are just as accurate. What this season brings to the table is even more impressive animation and direction during the matches. Key spikes and moments are shown with even more fluid detail, really conveying the power of each blow. Another notable step up is the camera work, as this season makes a notable effort to try new and interesting shots and camera angles. This helps tremendously to avoid any feeling of repetitiveness in the animation. The art style itself keeps the warmer palette from the previous season. Its use of lighting and shadows to personify characters' awareness of what's happening on the court is also still just as well executed, if not more so. Both opening tracks for this season are excellent and reflect the themes of the show perfectly. They have an optimistic beat and message that really pumps you up and gets you ready for the next episode. The general soundtrack for this season also does a great job at enhancing scenes, and especially so during matches. The soundtrack effortlessly goes from exciting and tense to dead silence, and even manages to insert chanting crowd songs incredibly smoothly. It really does help put the viewer in the same mindset as the players. The silence itself is often used perfectly, leaving the viewer holding their breath alongside the observing crowds. Overall, I can honestly say that Season 2 improves on virtually every aspect of Season 1. The animation was improved, the characters more fleshed out, and the plot didn't drag nearly as much despite still placing a focus on character development. The plot did occasionally drag, but it was significantly less than the first season. Aside from that though, I would have to give Haikyuu Season 2 an A rank. This is what a true evolution and improvement of a season looks like. Thanks so much for watching the video. Share your thoughts on the second season of Haikyuu in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, it would be amazing if you could like and subscribe, as it helps us out a ton. I hope to see you all in the next video. Arrivederci.